Hello YouTubers, well those of you who said to me, Heidi, when are we going to get a tour of your boat? Well, here it is. So I'll just show you the outside first and then we'll go in. So my boat, the Rum Wench, is a 57-foot Colecraft tug. I think she was built in 2008, so she's not that old. So remember guys, this is my home, so it's got things in it. It's not an empty shell. It's got all my stuff in it and all my work stuff as well. So anyway, let's give you the tour, show you what the boat's like. Just got to climb across this gap. There's quite a bit of a gap because my boat's quite deep drafted, so I can never very rarely get it close to the bank. So we'll go in. It's a traditional stern narrowboat. This is a bit now where I would drive it from. So this is the tiller. Some people rip me for saying drive. It's either cruise, pilot, helm, whatever you wish, but this is the bit where you steer the boat. Okay? And then we'll go through now, go inside through the back cabin. So even though my boat's quite a modern boat, it was built on the design of the traditional boats back in the day. So my boat has the Boatsmans Cabin, and even though it's a modern boat, they did build it on this design. So it's on the tug style, so it's got a big long front, it's got this Boatsman's Cabin, which is fabulous for storage. It's a little room, it's like having 2 living rooms on your boat. It's a place you can come in and chill out and read and stuff. I absolutely love this room. I think it's my favourite room on the whole boat. And but in the olden days, a whole family would live in this room. And then the main bit of the boat they'd use for storing all the cargo to transport across the country. Yeah, imagine living in just this one room. It's only about 8 and 9 foot long, but it's a great space. So one thing you'll notice about a boatsman's cabin is the prop shaft from the engine down to the propeller at the back runs all the way along the floor. So the floor's raised, so you've not got much headroom above here. I'm always twatting my head on this. Always, it's a nightmare. And then the engine room, we've got the diesel tanks under the floor there, so that's quite high. But once you get into the main boat, there's over 6 foot of headspace, but it's just in these back bits there aren't. So then we go through to the engine room. So for those of you who see my previous videos know that the engine in this boat is quite an old engine. It's an old 1969 HR2. It's a lot older than a boat and it's older than me. So the reason why I don't run this stationary is because it's so noisy. Let me show you. Goodness, my ears. Yeah, so basically people like me that have these old engines, they don't tend to run them stationary because it's not good for the engine and they're so noisy, absolutely noisy. You can't yourself think, and things vibrate in the boat when it's going bat, everything's moving around in the boat. So then from the engine room it takes me into the bathroom. So I've got quite a bit of storage in here. I've got a couple of wall units and the sink unit there to put all my stuff in. I've also got a little cassette toilet there, and then I've got my shower. Oh, hello. So there's my shower. I use those, it's like one of those heads that doesn't use much water. And this then takes me into my kitchen, or galley as they're called on a narrowboat. So I've got these lovely big hatches in the kitchen. I've got one either side, and I can feed the ducks out of them or watch the whale going by. Then we walk into my saloon or living area, and then there's like a dinette at the end as well, which I absolutely love. I do all my work there. There's my telly, and then this is it from the other view. So you can see my fire there. I absolutely love my fire. So I've got quite a big kitchen really for a narrowboat, to be honest, but I absolutely love it. And here's my gas cooker. It's got 4 rings, a grill and an oven, and then I've got my washing machine, which I couldn't cope without. Absolutely love it. And from further back there you can see that I've got my freezer on the right, and then my fridge is there on the left. So it's quite a lot of stuff really for a boat to have on it, quite a few gadgets, but everything's 12 volt apart from the washing machine. There's my map. Now I plan all my journeys from this map. I've had it since 2010 when I got my first boat. I love it. So anyway, this is my sofa. You can sleep on this. It is a single bed as well, and there's storage underneath, which is fantastic. And this is my sort of diner area. This also goes into a bed for when I have guests staying, and I can put a bigger table up there as well for when I'm working. And I've had these units put in recently over Christmas. They're brilliant, loads of storage in both of those. I'd open the one on the left, but it's probably everything will fall out. So this is the one, I'll open this one. This has got all my printer and everything in there for when I'm making the badges. So it keeps them all away. I hate stuff out on view. It keeps everything out of the way, which is great. And then we go through into the bow, which is my like tug deck bow, which is quite long. It's 9 foot long of space. And there's loads of seating in there. I use it like a shed or my shop, but it could be a spare bedroom, it could be anything you wanted it to be really. So this is how I do it when I'm trading at a festival or along the towpath. I put stuff in there to sell. So this is my shop, and everything that's there fits underneath those seats. So that's it guys, we're now at the end of the boat, or the front of the boat, or the bow of the boat as it's commonly called. So I do hope you've enjoyed this tour. Please join me next week when I'll be taking it up the Llangollen. I'll see you then. Bye bye.